Yeah, so if you hate physical controls, physical knobs, you might want to take a look at this new Q5 because not only is everything integrated into, yeah, there's 3 screens in fact. Guess what? The steering wheel is literally covered with capacitive touch. And since Audi knows that you love these capacitive touch buttons, they've given you this entire control panel, not only right on the door panel, but they've replaced the grab handle that you use to close the door with this capacitive touch screen. So you can't even close the door on this thing. Let's talk about the design here. So this is a good update, but it's not great. I still wish they could kind of widen the proportions like these concept sketches. You know, because the Q5, it just still has this soft jelly bean shape to it, doesn't it? But there are some nice new details here. Actually, you know, Audi's been putting this signature, this is the air curtain bezel that you can get in this contrasting silver. You don't have to, though. In fact, I would say go for it, though. I would say go for it because if you go all black, it really kind of makes this design, it's just a boring design, isn't it? And what's worse about it is it blacks out the badges here, the rings. And then you don't even really know, like, what kind of car, what kind of car is this? And, you know, that's on top of the fact that we get this new solid 2-dimensional rings. These don't look good, really, those don't look good in any circumstance. But at least if you go for the silver, you don't really notice that solid backing as much. And, you know, all these images that we're taking a look at here, it's either the S line of the Q5 or the actual SQ5, which is this one. Basically, as you can see, they look the same aside from the wheels. And I do like these new headlights. You know, you can kind of play around with the design here. There's like 8 different options. And this is, you know, for the front and the rear. In fact, you know, so hey, if you're sitting around bored, you know, it gives you something to do. But this one, you know, I kind of really like this setting here on the rear. You can actually have all these individual pixels. You can have them like dazzle or twinkle, you know, in addition to like just like a set defined style. So that, I would say go for that, go for the dazzle. And since we're talking about the rear end here, you know, because this is an ICE Audi, we actually get real exhaust tips. So this is awesome. You know, you don't even have to go for the S line or the SQ. You know what I mean? Like if you have an internal combustion engine, you're going to get real exhaust tips. Now, if you do go for like the SQ5, you're going to get these really nice quad tips. Now, as I promised, yes, let's talk about the interior a little bit more. You know, hey, you know, there is some nice tech upgrades here. You know, this is like a 14-inch touchscreen, 12-inch gauge cluster, and, you know, if you're worried your passenger might not be able to make the most use out of these because it is curved towards the driver, which actually I do like. You know, it's going to give you that cockpit feel. But yeah, if your passenger's feeling left out, you can't option in this 11-inch screen for them. It's just, you know, we're getting a little overwhelming with the screens here. But that would be fine. That would be fine, you know, if we got some physical control knobs for the climate control, right? And, you know, as I mentioned, they doubled down on the capacitive touch. I still, you know, they've known for years that everybody hates these. They couldn't make a last-minute change. And not only that, but this is like insult. This is like rubbing salt in your wounds, isn't it? Like having, not only having these on the door panel, but replacing the grab handle. Like, seriously, you know how, like, this is a 4-door vehicle, obviously. So the rear door is actually basically a clone of the front door, right? Yeah, so this is like the grab handle on the rear door. That's how you close the door. You reach out and you grab this, right? Pretty much every car, this is a standard thing. So you don't get that. You don't get that, and you get more capacitive touch buttons. So, you know, I don't know. There's no way anyone could actually have thought this was a good idea. So I don't know, you know, hey, I don't know if someone working on the inside is, you know, trying to sabotage Audi or what. But this is a total fail.